The purpose of this video tutorial is to demonstrate shopping in WolfMart using a non-catalog order form. The non-catalog order form is a free-form entry screen where users can create an item not found in a hosted or PunchOut catalog. This can be used for any product not found in a catalog or when a shopper receives a special price quote from a supplier. These suppliers are active in WolfMart but do not offer a product catalog in the showcase. Orders are created by entering the product or service specific information into the non-catalog item screen. To place a non-catalog order from the WolfMart homepage, you go to the upper right where you see Go To, and go over to the right where it says Non-Catalog Item. From here, you can select your supplier. WolfMart has thousands of suppliers. You are not limited to what is in the showcase. So you put in your supplier. Now you put in your product description. It is important to note that you should put in as much information as possible to make it as easy as possible for the buyers in the procurement department. So for this requisition, we will be ordering food for a meeting. And we put in our price. And for food, the packaging should be US dollars, not each. Any additional details in a non-catalog order form will be found here on the lower right. This is used if you are ordering things like radioactive materials, toxins, things like that. These are used for when the procurement department needs to be especially aware of it for regulatory purposes. But since we don't have that, we can also add an internal attachment here. This is where we can add our quote. So you click Add Internal Attachments. You click Browse. And you go and find your quote. And you click Open. Your quote is attached and you click Save Changes. And now my price quote is attached to the form. If I'm done with my non-catalog order, I can click Save. But usually with a non-catalog order, there's a shipping charge. So in order to add another line, you would click Save and add another line in the lower right. From here, the form clears, and now I can add in my second line. So I put in the product description, and then I put in the quantity and the price. And just like with food, shipping charges are in US dollars for packaging. So I click US dollars. Nothing is anything to worry about, so I can click Save. Now to go to my cart, I go to the upper right corner from the WolfMart homepage and click on the cart icon and click View My Cart. And this will take me to my shopping cart. It's important to note that on the non-catalog order form, you cannot put in the commodity codes for the items. You have to put them in when you go to your shopping cart. So if you look here right now, the commodity codes are set to default. If you try to put this requisition through with default as the commodity code, it will error out and not go through. If you're not sure what commodity code to use, you can find assistance on the WolfMart login page. So if you go to the WolfMart login page and under training, you click step-by-step instructions. You scroll down to understanding commodity codes. This will bring you to this page where it has a link that says commodity code cheat sheet. This is a cheat sheet that will help you choose what commodity code to use. So if you click on it, it downloads to your computer. And if I double click, and if you can see that it opened up to a number of commodity codes, and I can use this sheet to help me choose the correct commodity codes. So now I know my commodity codes, so in order to put them in, you would click the magnifying glass. And where it says description contains, I happen to know for food, the commodity code has to do with catering service. So that's what I'm going to put in. And I click filter. Once I find the correct commodity code, I click the plus sign next to it. And now the commodity code has been entered. I do the same thing for the shipping charge. I click the magnifying glass next to the commodity code. And for shipping, you want to put in freight fee. And you click filter again. Once I find the correct code, you want to make sure that it has the 020 at the end. And I click the plus sign next to it. And now my commodity code for the shipping charge has been added. Once you have entered the commodity codes, you can check over your cart to make sure everything is accurate. And when you are ready to check out, you would click Proceed to Checkout in the upper right corner and check out a requisition as normal. Checkout procedures are covered in separate videos. And that's a little bit about ordering from a non-catalog order.